Who would have imagined in the 70s this would become Titletown after all those years of being so bad?
Yeah, Mark, who would have dreamed that Tampa Bay would win the Stanley Cup? Think about it. In 1976, the thought of hockey in Florida sounded silly. But that is when the first Bucs fans climbed on the bandwagon. When the gorilla wears the GOAT's number, it's a big deal at the vacuum store.
I mean, he comes in and immediately changes it all. And our gorilla, we always have, the great players' numbers on that one right there.
David Epstein has seen generations of Bucs.
There, whether it be the Derek Brooks of the world, or whether it be the Tom Brady's of the world, or the Leroy Selmans of the world, right?
Including that first Bucs team, 1976.
Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
That they lose 16 in a row or whatever, 26 in a row, whatever it was right there, was horrible.
They set an NFL record for losses.
We're homers. I mean, we still love our team. They're terrible, but we still love our team, right?
A team that in those days some thought was out of reach.
I mean, we were the absolute definition of a small market. We were a very small city. And even regionally, of course, we think of ourselves in the Tampa Bay region. Even regionally, we're very small.
The year-round play exhibit at Tampa Bay History Center has the chronology of the Bucs and the 4 previous Super Bowls Tampa hosted. The first one in 1984.
And there was only one limousine in the entire town back in the very first Super Bowl. They had to import it from Atlanta.
They didn't have to this time. What a difference a few decades makes. The worst to first is a uniquely Tampa Bay story. Knowing where you've been makes arriving where you are a whole lot sweeter. And if the GOAT sees the gorilla, he might stop at the vacuum store.
Yeah, we'd love to have Tom Brady's picture on the wall right there, and Giselle's obviously as well. So that'd be good stuff.
Good stuff that began in the bad old days, before Tampa Bay ever dreamed of a Super Bowl. And in fact, the Bucs were a big part of our regional identity. The term Tampa Bay came into wide use as the region banded together and became Tampa Bay to get the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And the rest, Mark, is history, because now we live in Titletown.
We've about erased many of those fumbles and drops from those creamsicle unis from our memory, but as you know as well as I do, we had to watch decades of that stuff being replayed over and over again. Now we've replaced those with some really amazing highlights as well in a different color. Lloyd Sowers tonight.
Absolutely.
We have indeed. Lloyd, thanks.